Hi everyone, my name is Oscar Irigoyen, and today I'm going to show you how to configure the Ipanema system for dynamic one selection and internet breakout together. And I'm going also to show some basic application group filters that are useful to isolate traffic, isolate also the activity of subnets or appliances specific to sites. We will see that. I have this set up for my lab for this demonstration. So I have a 4AX box on the left, branch 1, a nano on branch 2, and I have uh, two terminals for branch 1 and branch 2, one for each branch. And also in branch 2 I have Ipanema is on premises. So and I have for both boxes, so three types of links. The first link for one ports is called MPLS. The second link is called DSL, and finally the third link is called Internet. Very important in the configuration that you define separated one access types. So in this case, completely separated. And this third one access, which is called Internet, is associated also to the tele engine that is going to handle all the traffic coming or going to the internet. I have some applications running on the terminals, and especially I have Salsa here that is going to be accessed from branch 1. I'm going to be in branch 2. So, and I'm going to use an RDP connection to my branch 1. So remember, I'm in branch 2 right now. So let us start to see the configurations. And here I have an RDP connection to branch 1. So it's just to create some RDP traffic and also to get some HTTPS traffic from Salsa. So let us open this RDP remote desktop connection. So over here, no, it's here, and let us see from there the configurations in my Salsa system. So let me show you how the sites are configured. So I have this branch 1, which is the 4AX box with 3 links, MPLS, DSL, and Internet. And I have some applications over here. I have the Internet tele engine, so with infinite bandwidth, so to avoid bottlenecks on the internet, and also the specific applications, so Internet 1 and Internet 2. We are going to see the application group that I'm running now. Nano 1, Nano 2, and Nano 3 are also the corresponding links of my branch 2 site. Again, I have some traffic running there, and the out of domain, which is used for all the traffic that is not classified as internet or public traffic or private traffic. All the traffic that is not well classified is going to be transferred to the out of domain. So I have my configurations, and the first thing you need to define on your system is obviously your appliances. In this case, the appliance for branch 1 for AX. So basically is a name for the site, the name for the appliance, the IP. In this case, remember you need a local IP, a local area network IP for the appliance. You can use both management and an inbound or LAN IP. Don't forget to have a LAN IP. If you are using management, is not enough. You need both for dynamic one selection, because the LAN IP is used for signaling, for doing proofs between the different appliances, and for having uh, the information of each of the links active. So in my case, I'm using only the inbound. So if you have only LAN IP is enough. And you have also to select, in this case, the mode CPE for dynamic one selection. And as I mentioned, I have three types of one. So MPLS, ADSL, and Internet, and all of them are in the same subnet. As you can see here, control application control is active. So good. Same thing for the nano. It's exactly the same thing. So the name, the IP, in this case again the LAN IP, and I have the CP mode, MPLS, ADSL, and Internet, and the subnet for which is the same for all the 3.1 links, and application control, which is active. Here probably is the most important point for this configuration is the Internet Tele Engine. Make sure that the backhaul insights option is active. So this tele engine is created automatically by default from the version of Ipanema 9.2. So 9.3 is running now in my lab, so it is created automatically, and it has this IP also by default. It's a tele engine, and which is not configured by default is the single path definition, and I selected the internet, which is the glue one access type with uh, the other appliances. So make sure that the internet is also in the other appliances. If you remember, is the link number 3 on the other appliances. So control is not active, it's not needed, and I can close it. We have everything. So the out of domain is by default configured. I don't need nothing. I mean, I don't need anything for configuring it. Second part of the configuration is the application groups. And in this case, my application groups are configured with different filters, because this video is also to show you that you can apply different filters for the same type of application, and consider different subnets or different appliances. So the Internet One application group, for instance, uses HTTP and HTTPS protocols for as the first filter is the dictionary filter. I don't have any subnet filter for this. All those subnets have been provided manually, but I have a filter on the appliance side. In this case, it's just to isolate the traffic, this HTTP and HTTPS, for my branch number 1, which is the 4AX box, and I need to also select the internet and out of domain in both ingress and egress to handle all the internet traffic over the branch 1 site. So, and I have also dynamic one selection. I have criticality of medium criticality, quality of service profile, which is called web. All these parameters are by default, and I have the primary link, which is internet. Again, you remember there are 3 types of network, so internet is my primary link for the internet traffic, obviously. And the MPLS, if I have another backhaul internet connection, probably in my data center, I could use this MPLS, or if I have also a secondary link for internet, I could use also this one. So in my case, I have only one internet link which is the internet breakout. So all that is, I mean, MPLS and DSL is just for example. So good. I have my first application group, the internet one, and I have the internet two for the same type of protocol, HTTP and HTTPS. And again, I have this criticality, another quality of service profile. You can use whatever you want. No subnet filters, and I have in this case the appliance filter for my nano for this, the branch number 2, and I exclude the box of the branch number 1. For dynamic one selection, I have the same thing, exactly the same thing, and internet must be the primary link, MPLS and DSL, just to have this example. So good. Third application group uses other type of filters, but is for the same type of traffic. So for, sorry, it's not this. The application Salsa is to isolate the HTTPS traffic of my Salsa server that is going to be transferred from branch 2 to branch 1. So I have same HTTPS, but in this case I'm going to use subnets. So Salsa is the server, is the IP of the server, and Surface is PC, which is in branch number 1, and is going to connect to the Salsa. So this is the client, Salsa is the server, and I need to select both subnets for sources and destination. And this, in this case, as this traffic is private, I'm using MPLX as the primary link. I can use also, for instance, DSL, the DSL as a secondary link. I can do that right now because I have these two links for private traffic. So let us now see what are the flows, how the flows are shown in my dashboard. So I have different flows, and you can see here that I have my branch 1 with the link 1 and link 3 active. So the link 1 is transferring the traffic from Surface to Salsa, the client and the server. In this case, it is the Salsa application, which is specifically this traffic that I'm generating using my Salsa portal. This again, if you remember, this is the RDP connection, and I have correctly configured my HTTP for my Salsa server, and I have also other type of traffic from branch 1 to branch 2. In branch 2, I have another PC which is called VM host, and for the RDP. Essentially, this RDP session is on VM host. Is the VM that I'm using for my Salsa server in the same PC. And I have other type of traffic. So you can see here again the RDP. For the internet, you can see that there are some flows from internet on link 3 to Surface 3, which is the PC on branch 1. So different type of traffic is HTTPS and SSL. and I have on internet as well through Nano. So the Nano 3, the link number 3. So some traffic which is internet as well. So this traffic essentially is this YouTube um, YouTube connection. So which is getting this YouTube session. This is on my remote side. So in branch 1, let me see, and we have also a YouTube session. It's not here, in branch 2, which is this. So it is working correctly. So, and finally, let me show you that the dynamic one selection system is working also correctly for failover. So I'm going to create a blackout. So I'm going to disrupt the link number 1, the MPLS link, and for this I'm going to disable the router number 1. So and we are going to see here first a ping. I have a ping that is showing it is showing the connectivity through the branch 1, my remote site. Here I have my router. This is my router, and I'm going to disconnect the router number 1. Okay, so disable here. So disable, and you will see that there is a few seconds with no connectivity, but after 5 to 10 seconds we are going to see a change. So now we see the image freezed and the ping also, and now we got again. So good. So it is working. Now the traffic is being sent on the DSL link. So let me show that over here. Now the RDP, this RDP connection is using the secondary link, the DSL. Let us wait a little, and we are going to see the link number 2. So, and now you can see here that the link number 2 is being used for all the traffic, including the RDP connection. So let us see more graphically all that. I have a graph over here of my traffic, and the thin client is the RDP traffic, the remote desktop connection, and I have over here that the traffic is arriving on the DSL link. The internet link is transferring internet 1 and internet 2, which both are HTTPS. One for the branch 1 and the other one for branch 2. So you can see here that the traffic of my remote desktop connection is on this DSL switched from the MPLS. Now I don't have any traffic on the MPLS one. Very good. thank you very much for your attention, and I think this shows well how you can configure your system for getting internet breakouts using different types of filters and maintaining also your dynamic one selection connectivity if you have redundant links. Thank you very much again and have a good day. Bye.